Yeah, little 2 for life here, guys. With a few more duels. This time I have Noble Knights versus Gimmick Puppets, and I actually got 2 other duels with Noble Knights for you guys. Been testing Noble Knights a bit. Mind you, this is actually I think all these duels with the Noble Knights are before the format change was implemented on Devpro, so I am stuck with 2 Rhoda for these duels. Although I am only 100% positive that the third Rhoda increases its consistency. Trying to find a word. Consistency better. Really not much to say right now other than that I'm kind of like crying inside because my opponent's going crazy and I'm just kind of sitting here with the vanilla Noble Knight, kind of just like, I don't like where this is going. Anyways, he tries MSD, my breakthrough skill, and I use that on his Gearspring Spirit. Ignore the name up here. It's Gearspring Spirit down here. Anyway, so yeah, I really don't entirely like Machina Fortress and Gimmick Puppets. I have a Gimmick Puppet deck in real life. I don't think I ever did a deck profile of it. I really need to get around to doing that because it's one of my favorite decks I've played. It's so stupid. I need to get around to like playing that in a tournament or something because I think Gimmick Puppets are better than what people think if you build them right. The only problem with them, in my opinion, is that they have no protection from back row. None of their exceeds have any way to prevent themselves from being none of their exceeds have any way to save themselves from back row problems. And really, for Gimmick Puppets, it's all try and kill your opponent as fast as possible before your opponent's traps kill you. Yeah. Which is why, if you build it right, it's really, really fast. And I don't think this guy's playing trade-in, is he? I don't see a trade-in. He's playing Gimmick Puppets with no trade-in. What the heck is this? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm back to the actual duel. I summon Dristin, activate Gallatin. Dristin's effect activates. I destroy Fortress. Although Fortress gets to discard a card from my hand. I swear, Fortress is one of the most poorly designed cards in the game. I'm not saying he's broken. I'm not saying he's stupidly good. I'm not saying he's ban worthy or anything. I'm saying he is poorly designed. I mean, like, really, you have a monster that can special summon itself back out to the field as many times as you want, provided you have monsters in your hand. That if it's destroyed by battle, oh, hey, guess what? You just got to destroy a card on the field on your opponent's side of the field. And if it's targeted by a monster effect, oh, I get to get rid of a card in my opponent's hand too? How is that designed well? I mean, like, what were the guys over in Konami thinking when they made it? Like, really? You're gonna make it that hard to get rid of? Of course, I just absolutely love trolling, like, Machina players by, like, setting everything in my hand and then targeting it with, like, a card effect. And they're like, oh, I don't get to do anything. It's funny. Anyway, so yeah, I'm attacking directory, and he summons Mr. Human Centipede out. I used to play him in my Gimmick Puppets. I ended up dropping him, not due to consistency reasons or anything. He actually worked quite well in the deck. It's just that 1,000 damage that you take and the fact that you have to summon him in attack position often hurt me more than he helped me. But the fact that he can't be destroyed by battle and he just special summons himself out whenever he take damage by a direct hit, he's still useful. I mean, in my opinion, if it wasn't for the fact that I already dropped him, I would probably consider playing one of them. And that about it. Because really, anything more than one, I don't know. Now, he does something questionable here. I don't know why he summons, he activates Call to Haunted to bring out Gearspring Spirit. It doesn't matter anyways. I activate Breakthrough Skill to negate Shadow Feeler's effect. so he can no longer be destroyed by battle. So he can be destroyed by battle. I mean, anyways, I forget what do I grab off of reinforcement. What the? Oh yeah, that's right. He quit. Yeah, he raged. I don't blame him. Okay, next up, Gravekeeper. Excalibur. I need to finish the manga Soul Eater. I have the freaking original like box set that like couldn't not that Funimation released after all the volumes and stuff, and I love it. I've seen like every single episode. Still need to get around to reading the full manga. Anyway, so yeah, I'm still playing Noble Knights. I don't know why it switched me over to the Gravekeeper dude. I think that's because he's going first. Anyway, so my hand is actually pretty good. I like it whenever I open up with Meddrod and one or more equipped spells, because that just makes it so awesome. Let's see here. What does he do? Oh yeah, what do I do? I think I just try to go for my Meddrod play. If I remember right, he breakthrough skills me, I think. Oh, wait, what? Why didn't he... Okay, sorry, Phoenix Chain. Why did he... Oh, okay, dude. It's been at least 2 or 3 days, and I have been busy in the last 2 or 3 days. Mostly because I got around to downloading a N64 emulator. I've never had the pleasure to play an N64 or anything. I mean, I think I may have played one back whenever I was like 4, because I remember playing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on it. But anyways, I got around to downloading that, and now I'm like addicted to Super Mario 64. I'll be completely honest. I have never played the game ever, and actually I've never been a big Mario fan. I grew up with PlayStation. Grew up with a PS2. So yeah, I've never gotten to like try out any of those occult classics, classic games of history and stuff, and now it's my first time getting to play it, and I'll have to say it lives up to the reputation. Anyways, back to the duel. I kind of figured that he had something that I didn't like face down, so I used Arfidor to destroy it. Although, now that I think about it, I really should have used Artorigus' effect to destroy Spy, because he would have had 500 more attack. 3,000, you know. It's not that much of a difference, but it still kind of does matter. Yeah, this is when Noble Knights do well. Like, if a Noble Knight player has this setup, you either have to be playing, like, I don't know, Quiff-Offs, or something that has creature swap in it to really turn it around. Because otherwise, you have no hope of getting past this. I mean, if you destroy this, it comes back. He can't be destroyed. You have to destroy him twice. This kind of protects him. This gives him 500 more attack. Gives you 500 more life points each turn. This lets him pop something. This makes it where he can't be targeted. It's not fair whenever a Noble Knight player has this setup, a big Exceed or the Synchro, or yeah, pretty much either the 2 Exceeds or the Synchro with 5 of the equip cards, especially this one and this one. Not this. This and this Destiny and Excalibur. It gets ridiculous. Like, really completely ridiculous, to the point where, generally speaking, I tend to quit if a Noble Knight player gets that on me and I'm playing a lower tier deck. Like the other day, I was trying to come up with a decent build of aliens, because I've always been intrigued by that archetype, and my opponent just goes rawr. I'm doing against Noble Knights, and boom, he has basically my exact same field, except he doesn't have a face down. He has like another Exceed, because he had a double that 1900 dude you can special summon. He had 2 of him. So he made blade armor and this big guy. It was ridiculous. Cringing from it. You know, I've always been curious as to why Commandant is an Earth when everybody else in a Gravekeeper archetype is a Dark. Like, what? I was talking to somebody and they said that it was because they didn't want an easy Dark to get into the graveyard for Dark Arm Dragon. Because if Commandant was a Dark, you could just ditch 3 of them to search out 3 copies of Necro Valley and have an instant Dark Arm right then and there. I don't know if that's true or not, but it sounds convincing enough to be. Anyway, so I use Artorgus to get rid of his spy again. And then I use Arfidor. That's how I pronounce it. Arfu D-tier. Anyway, so I summon Eachjar, and yeah, he quits. Okay, now here's the fun one. Noble Knight versus UA Shaddolls. I really can't wait to see what else UA's Ultra Athletes are going to get. I mean, I see potential in them. Like, I'm keeping a hold of my... I'm not playing UA Shaddolls. I'm keeping hold of my 3 UA Perfect Ace, my 3 UA Mighty Slugger, and 3 UA Stadium, because I really do think that once they get more support, like 3 more monsters, especially something that's like level 4, I have a feeling that they will get really good. Like, maybe a tier 3 deck, tier 2, possibly even tier 1, depending on what Konami decides to do with the archetype. And I can't wait. Also, the designs look cool as heck. They look like something from Tron. Anyway, so, yeah. Back to the game. Dueling against UA Shaddolls. Now, this is an odd choice. I have seen many different builds of Shaddolls, especially Earth ones becoming common lately, because people want to try and find a good Earth deck, like Earth archetype or something like that, to mix with the deck, so that they can make really good use of Shekanaga. Shekanaga. I can't pronounce it. Shekanaga. The 3,000 girl with... Yeah. Basically, Construct sitting on top of a Apocalypse Killer. Anyways, yeah. I made a mistake here. I thought... Oh, wait, no. Huh. Weird. Okay, maybe I'm getting my duels mixed up, because one of the duels I did, I grabbed a Destiny off of Boars when I already had a Destiny, and I made a mistake. Let's see here. Shekanaga. Yeah, Shekanaga. Shek and Aga. I'm 95% sure I pronounced that wrong. And then Egristal or Gristal. Anyway, so I'd just be popping his stuff, and he's trolling me with Dragon's Effect. Getting rid of Excalibur, which is the only one that doesn't reattach after it's been destroyed, sadly. And so I just set my Dimensional Prison, have Breakthrough Skill Set, and Attack Firm 3,000. You know, one of the main reasons why I have high hopes for UA is because of their field spell. The first spell card that they get is a freaking search card. I don't see any problem with it. Of course, the sad thing is that it's only whenever a UA is normal summoned, and our 2 UA monsters right now are both level 5. And one of them you don't want to normal summon, because it is only a 1500 attack. And it doesn't even say, like, with a lower attack or something. It's just any UA. It can even be the same UA. That's just ridiculous. Anyway, so, yeah, he has another dragon set, and sadly, I didn't know, so I just decided to do attack. And, yeah, I'm gonna pay for it. Because, yeah, he doesn't target. Oh, wait, no, he does. But it doesn't matter, because Excalibur. It's in the grave. Anyways, everything's gonna reattach onto boars except for Guinevere. But she'll reattach later, if I remember right. And I decided to use Boars' effect just simply purely for deck thinning purposes. Um, I think I actually activate Gallatin. No, I use Guinevere. And again, I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing that. For some reason, I can pronounce Nordic names almost perfectly. I still mess it up a few times. But whenever it comes to like ancient Arthurian names like Guinevere or Arfidutor, I can't pronounce it. Okay, so he just sets Lila. I think that's Lila. Am I right? Yeah, Lila. Now, I don't know why, but I just do not ever like special summon 8-star. I really should have, now that I think about it, especially since he could have gotten more damage in. My one problem with 8-star is I wish his attack and defense were flipped. Like, really, why give him 1600 attack and 2000 defense? I mean, I know you wanna, I know that like what they're trying to do with him is to make you go for the synchro or the exceed with him, but it's I still would rather I would still like him to have at least a decent amount of attack for him being a level 5. You know, uh, and especially since you got to banish 2 noble knights, and you generally do not want to banish your noble knights. Anyway, so he activates UA Stadium. At the time of whenever I was recording this, I did not understand why he was doing that. And then he activates a Call to 100 whenever I try to go for the game. Sadly, I cannot activate MST, so yeah. Gain that 500. I swear, if your opponent does not get rid of Caliburn like soon, you're just gonna keep gaining that life points, and it's just gonna get harder and harder for your opponent to kill you. Which, of course, is a good thing. Okay, yeah, he's gonna summon UA Mighty Slugger. That's gonna get him his Stadium effect off and give him another 500 attack. And that goes for all monsters you control, gain 500 attack. It's, again, just ridiculous. Anyway, so I overlay. I should have special summoned 8-star. I don't know why. I didn't. Okay, now here I make a slight misplay. You'll see it. It's kind of sad. Yeah, that right there. I should have not bothered with MST, but no, I did anyways. Yeah, I thought that it would go into the grave, like, after it resolved, but no, it doesn't go to the grave until after the entire chain link has resolved. I didn't know that, so yeah, I kind of lost my Caliburn. But Gallatin's a good second card. Almost. Okay. Does he draw anything to defend himself with? No, he does not. I think he just ups and quits right there. Yeah. Okay, guys, that was the duel. Hope you liked it. The Devpro finally decided to update after like freaking five. It seems like 5 weeks. And it finally is updated. I'm gonna have some Hermit Yokai duels up. I hope to have some Spirit Beast Tamer duels. I'm going to hold off on Nekloff because Nekloff, Devpro has those 2 spell cards for them. The ritual spells glitched. Exilmir, for some reason, can only tribute from the field or by banishing from the graveyard for its effect. And Kaleido Mirror only works whenever you tribute it from the hand or the field. It doesn't let you send from the from the extra deck. Even if you have the exact number, for some reason it won't let me send Herald of I can't remember the synchro from my extra deck to the graveyard to summon Unicorn, and I'm just like, what? So yeah, and this has caused the deck to be a lot worse than it is, and it's actually a very, very good deck. Even right now with the glitches going on, it's a pretty good deck, but it could be it will be a lot better once Devpro fixes that. And honestly, I think they kind of just didn't. I think they kind of just rushed it out, knowing that people were getting tired of waiting. Like myself, but I would have preferred them to wait like another day or two to double check everything and make sure that everything was fine. Anyways, guys, yeah, hopefully I'll have some Hermit Guy duels. I actually have them ready, right there and there. So yeah, little sneak peek into what's going to be like uploaded later tonight. Sadly, this right here is not a very fun duel. Anyways, guys, that's the duels. Rate, comment, subscribe. Have a great day. Oh, and on another thing, I hope to continue the walkthrough of GX Duel Academy sometime later this week. Don't know if I'm going to get to it tonight, but it'll be within the next 2 to 3 days. I promise. Have a great night.